For far too long, the effective management of the customer's experience has been considered a soft skill. But today, successful companies recognize that the customer experience is king, or from my perspective, is queen. Welcome to CX Unplugged. I'm Gabrielle Gonzalez, your host, and in this series, you will hear from me and other industry experts about how prioritizing the customer experience led to amazing outcomes. Brought to you by the Multifamily Media Network.
Hello, friends and colleagues. Thanks for being here with me on my podcast, CX Unplugged, on the Multifamily Media Network. I'm really happy to see you again. And, it's a new year, and I'm ready to start some new conversations. What about you? I'm really excited to introduce you to some of the really cool guests that will be on my podcast this coming year. And I'm also really looking forward to helping you start new conversations too. Be that with your clients, with your customers, your colleagues. And one of my favorite CX leaders, John DeJulius, has an amazing and very easy strategy for doing this. And he refers to it by the acronym FORD. It stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, and Dreams. So I want to take just a few minutes of your time today to give you a small tip that I got from him that hopefully will help you this coming year start those new conversations and recognize and embrace the opportunities that are out there. So most of us go into a conversation, unfortunately, looking for maybe a unique audience to share what we're up to with, or sometimes when people are telling us something, we have a tendency to be listening just with the idea of responding. And sometimes this happens even with the best of our intentions. So this technique can really help you create connections and develop rapport that can help you embrace these opportunities for 2025 and beyond. So rather than not being in the moment when you're having a conversation with someone new, be it a customer, listen for information they may give about their family. That is, are they married? Do they have kids? How old are their kids? What sports or activities are their kids maybe involved with? This isn't a matter of always asking questions like interrogating people, but it could just be something that naturally comes up. So you want to make sure and listen for those things so that you can dive deeper down that path and learn more. The O stands for occupation. And for many of us, this may come naturally if we're in a networking situation or meeting someone new. We might already know what their basic occupation is, but how can we learn more? And again, we can do this by asking the question, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? What do you enjoy most about it? What education led you to this path? Was it your education or was it something completely different? These are some great conversation starters to learn, again, something about their occupation. The next one is recreation. The R stands for recreation. So what do you do when you're not working? What do you do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies? Do you like to go fishing or skiing or travel? Do you like to just binge Netflix? If so, what shows do you like? Do you do this with your family? Do you have an opportunity to do these things while you're at work or as part of your work? Is your recreation incorporated into your work somehow? I feel like there are other ways too that we can really extract what people's recreation is. So be listening for those things. And when there's a cue, maybe ask a second question. It could be, and what else? It's that, we call that the awe question. And what else? So you just got back from a trip to Vegas, let's say. And what else is a great way to get someone to tell you more about one of those pieces or one of those elements? The last one is dreams. The D stands for dreams. So how can we find out about people's dreams? Again, it's not always about asking that specific question. Sometimes it's just about listening for things that naturally come through in conversation. Sometimes when it's a new year, a lot of people talk about their bucket list or their New Year's resolutions. This is a great way to extract information about people's dreams. What are they maybe looking forward to this year? Do they have any plans for that yet? One of the things that I do with my clients and with my family as well is we create vision boards. So we sit together and engage in a conversation about what we're most grateful for this past year as we reflect. And then we talk about what would we want to be thinking that we're grateful for at this exact time next year. So if we were reflecting back on this past year, next year, if you follow me there, what would we want to be grateful for and what would things look like? Sometimes this is a great way to identify your dreams. So I just encourage you this year to build rapport and establish new connections, start new conversations. And if you're interested in more information about the Ford technique, please check out John DeJulius. He has a TEDx talk on YouTube that is a great short snippet and can help you with that as well. So thanks for joining me. I look forward to starting new conversations and sharing them with all of you on CX Unplugged from the Multifamily Media Network this year. Thanks for joining me, and share your comments or questions with me on social media. Take care.
CX Unplugged, where we have redefined who your customer really is. Join me next time to hear more missteps and masterful manifestations in the world of multifamily customer experience. Brought to you by the Multifamily Media Network.